Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today it is now time for the very first Unhinged event, which is of course going to be Ring Domination. That's going to give us the Carrion Cross. But before we do that, we have some other things that we need to take care of. We're going to make some pros. We are going to make a pro of the Unseen 17 World Champion, of course talking about big old John Cena. You see that he doesn't have his variants maxed out, but that is alright, he doesn't need to. We can get the variants later on. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and pro our John Cenas. And this is the image for Unhinged, but I think I prefer the look of this one. So that's the one we're going to go with. So let's go ahead and combine our John Cenas. And there we go, there is the Unseen 17 Undisputed WWE Universal Uwu Champion himself, big old Juan Cena. We're also going to go ahead and get our double heroic Alexa Bliss. You can see that one of them is missing her 5 variants, but the other one does have them. And we're going to go ahead and go with the title picture because those are my favourite pictures. So let's just go ahead and combine our Alexa Blisses. And there we go, there is our double heroic Alexa Bliss as well. I'm taking screenshots of all of these because I don't know which one I'm going to use for the thumbnail. Next up, we have Bailey, who we are going to go ahead and remove the equipment for. And we're going to go ahead and pro the WrestleMania 41 Bailey. They do both have their 100 matches and both level 100, so let's go ahead and combine those. And we lastly have to go for our Tiffany Stratton. And we're just going to go ahead and remove this equipment as well. And let's go ahead and combine those. And there we go. So now let's go to the recent cards. Actually, let's go to trainable. And we're going to lock down each of these. There is our Alexa Bliss, our John Cena, our Tiffany Stratton, and our Bailey. And we'll level them up a little bit later on. Next up, we have a free pack over here in the Superstore. It's going to give you a 5% chance at an Ethan Page. So it's going to give you 10 skull tokens, which is very cool, and a whole bunch of old school cards. So let's go ahead and grab those. Last time we managed to get the Ethan Page off of this, which was very exciting. It'd be very cool to get a pro of him. No such luck with this one, but with another 10 skull tokens, that also helps towards our little rewards. Let's go ahead and try Kick Out. Now, we tried this last time. Let's see if we can make this into a slightly better tutorial than we did last time. We are going to gamble. You can see here that the next card is either going to be it's going to be one of these 8 cards here. We don't know whether it's going to be male or female. We don't know whether it's going to be right arrow, left arrow, up arrow, or down arrow. And we don't know which of the 8 superstars is going to be. Each of these is worth a point. And we are going to gamble. So I am going to put them all on female because there was 2 females in a row last time. And the next one I'm going to gamble in it not being is going to be a left arrow. And I also don't think it's going to be a right arrow. So I'm gambling on it being a male that's either up or down. And if it is, then we'll get a whole bunch of points off of this. So let's go ahead and see what it is. These are completely random. We're going to pick the one on the right. It was a female, but it was a down arrow, so that means that we do get 21 points. And unfortunately, that means that our 3 and 4 are both gone. So we're just going to gamble this on all being females. We're going to draw again. Let's go for the middle one. It was a female, so that eliminates us once again with a mere 21 points. If we didn't keep getting females, I'm sure that we would get significantly more points from that. We're going to go ahead and claim and exit. And there is our absolutely atrocious rewards from Kickout, which is not going particularly well for me. In the Superstore, we don't have anything new in here at the time being. Let's just scroll all the way down to the bottom, just to make sure. There's a new Braun Breaker and John Cena. Actually, that John Cena, those sleeves are very, very cool. That is just his plain entrance. So that is pretty cool, actually. Let's take a look at Psychopath. We've now managed to surpass the 75 points, which has given us the following. Okay, nothing of great interest there. You can see we're up to 85 points, so we're just a little bit away from getting the 100 points needed, which is going to contain a guaranteed random unhinged card, and also another 7 skull tokens. And then we'll get on to map 2, and we'll see how much that costs. Of course, you get those from King of the Ring, and I have been playing King of the Rings, because each King of the Ring that you win gives you 12 skull tokens. If you come second, it gives you 6. If you come third or fourth, you get 3. And if you come fifth to 8th, you get 1. So it is certainly well worth trying out the King of the Rings. It is unfortunate that the King of the Ring has reverted back to the old way, where you have to put energy in every single round, as opposed to the way that it was before, which you just put the energy in and then you can just leave it, which was a much, much better way. And unfortunately, for some reason, Cat Daddy have reverted back to the old way, which I have no idea why they did that. It is a horrible decision, and all it does is puts people off of playing. So that is absolutely ludicrous of them, to say the least. Next up, let's go to Forman Center, and we will level up a card. I'm not sure what one we're going to go with. It's either the Alexa Bliss or the John Cena, I think I want to go with, and I think I'm going to go with John Cena. I would like to see what the Unseen 17 looks like when he is fully leveled. And let's go ahead and check these. Well, first of all, let's go to Combinable and see if there's anything new that needs to be combined. So that costs 60. Champa is 50. It's 30. And that one's 20. Although I do have a lot of super coins, I've got 64,000, I would rather not go wasting them when I don't need to, so we're not going to bother. We're just going to go to Trainable, and we're going to level up our John Cena instead. Just going to get rid of these. So it's going to bring him up to level 82. And he still has 15 hours left, so I think we can safely use these two. Brings him up to level 88, which is 6 hours left. So now we're going to use an enhancement. We'll use a dual one. That would be max level. Do we have anything lower than that? Like a Valor. That's plus 8 levels. That might be enough. That is indeed complete. Which is very, very cool. And next one we're going to work on is Alexa Bliss. And let's go ahead and we will use our Natalia. That's going to put her all the way up to level 105. Next one we're going to work on is Tiffany Stratton. And we're going to get rid of Wendy Richter to fully level our Tiffany Stratton. And the last one we've got to do is Bailey. And we're going to go ahead and use our Penta. Because unfortunately we don't need Penta anymore. We have much stronger down arrows. And that is Bailey also complete as well. We're going to put Finn Balor in here just to train him up, and we don't have anyone else that is combinable. The Grand Cat was attacked by a sneeze. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and... I'm not sure what one I want to level up. I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss, but before I do, I'm going to equip Alexa Bliss with an equipment so that we can train up the equipment as well. And I think we're going to go with a mouth guard. And we're going to go into Forman Center and we're going to train up our Alexa Bliss. And there we go. She is now underway for getting trained up. And there, that's going to give us some spaces for going into this. Now, I think we need to autofill our deck. Let's go ahead and swap this into Power and Charisma. And yeah, I think that's fine. And we're on an Unhinged tier. We have 2 left arrows and everything else all up and down arrow. So let's go ahead and take on Hulk Brogan, but we're going to... Now, Shard Finder... I'm not exactly sure what Shard Finder does. I have been told that it tells you in here what Shard Finder does, but I don't see it anywhere. Oh, here it is. Want to find Shard Finder? Try purchasing some Shard Finders. While a Shard Finder is active, each draft pick has a 25% chance of being a shard. A Shard Finder remains active until a shard is found. Okay, let's try ahead and... because we haven't found any shards yet. Just to see what it does, let's go ahead and use a Shard Finder. And we'll go ahead and get ourselves 75 pick doublers. Just try and help us through ring domination. Oh, this looks very different. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that. That's very, very cool. Oh, now what is this about? Contains the following. Well, I would like that. Thank you very much. So, do we put a card on here? Do we put a card pointing to it? Oh, I see how that works. Okay, so now the opponent has control of that. So let's go ahead and do this and hope that it's not Charisma. It's Power and Charisma. That is unfortunate. Ah, damn, I don't think we can get this 5 credits anymore. That sucks. Okay, well, our Roman Reigns is going to take on their Roman Reigns. And Sheamus is going to attack CM Punk. Oh my goodness, this is going horribly. And we don't have anything that attacks upwards, which means that we're going to lose this ring domination. I see. It seems that the opponent using a deck of all-pro unhinged cards seems a little bit overpowered. I wonder if I can exit out of the game and go back in, and if it will keep the doubler in the shard. I don't know if it will, but it's worth testing. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, we are back, and let's see, after exiting out and going back in. Okay, we still have everything going, although the audio is a little bit quieter now. Okay, so this one is a Pro Crystal. Oh, that's not quite as good. So let's go with you to try and keep hold of this. Okay, so now we want to rely on Dominic to win this. Toughness and speed. Okay. Okay, things are going better this time, certainly. So, what do I want to use against Ray Phoenix? I think I'm going to try Sheamus. He loses in speed and charisma, but he wins in power and toughness. This is power and speed. Okay, Sheamus managed to win that one. Okay, I think it's going to be Eddie Guerrero, because he wins in everything other than toughness. Yeah, that match was toughness. And then we're going to put Roman... No, we're going to put Rusev in, not Roman Reigns. Ah, dang. We got it right at the tail end. Okay, so it gives us the Pro Forging Crystal because we won with that. Now, each of these has an 25% chance of being the shard. Oh, okay. So the first shard, we can easily see that it is Kevin Owens. So it seems to be quite cool for... Oh, there we go. It seems to be quite cool for the beginning of Ring Domination. And we can go ahead and dust all of those. But obviously you don't want to go using the shard finders when you're in the late stages. Oh, and we're against Chris Jericho. That's interesting. Well, there we go. That is a look at the new upgraded version of Ring Domination. And we also made a whole bunch of pros here today as well. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that once again, because it's a very, very cool little image. And this one is 5 Forging Crystals, which is nowhere near as good as the previous ones. Let's go ahead with our double heroic Penta. Charisma. We should win. And we did. So let's go with Javon Evans to the left. Okay, that works out nicely. The only one we're losing on is toughness, and if we do that, then we should win, regardless of what it is. And it was indeed toughness. Dang. Okay, we win in power and toughness, but we lose in speed and charisma. Let's hope it's power or toughness. Dang. We lose that game. And then we can just put a Roman Reigns up here, and we win because we've got 5-4. And we got the crystal as well. And there we go. So we're just going to go ahead and continue playing Ring Domination. We know that the first card is, of course, a WrestleMania 41 Kevin Owens. We don't know what the Unhinged card is yet. And I'll be doing another video once I get to the stage where we're about to get onto the heroic upgrade and we get the Carrying Cross. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.